Hello everyone, welcome again, and today I'm going to show you another project demo and it's e-billing system. So let's run the project and talk about it. So this is your home page. Okay, so directly dive into the demo, just talk about the technology that we are using in this code. So this project is using MVC architecture. Obviously, we have like controllers, we have a model, so it's using and under the web we have a views. So it's following the MVC architecture, and for manage the dependency, it's using um, Maven, and also for the front ends using JSP and HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and to manage the backends using Servlet. So it's project in JSP and Servlet, you can say. To manage the backends using MySQL by JVC. So here is the database under my MySQL workbench. So there are tables. So this is the enabling project database, and under this database we have a table called user. So we'll check this later, and let's talk about the deployment. So for the deployment, it's using Tomcat 8.5. So we are using Tomcat Server. It's open source and available easily over the internet, so you can download and use it free. So we are using to deploy the application Tomcat. So let's run the project again. So for example, if I'm going to run it the project, so just I need to click on the root folder, root file of this folder, right click on it and choose the option run as, and click on run on server. Select your Tomcat server and click on next and finish. Now automatically the server will restart. I just restarted, so server will restart automatically and navigate to the browser and load that URL. Okay, so this is the welcome page, and here we have a login option. So before directly logging into, let's understand the user role. So here you can see we have a two user role, and you can say first one will be as an admin. So if we talk about the role ID, so we are differentiating the user role by the role ID. So in the role ID column, you can see one or two number. So one always will be for the admin and two always will be for the users. So let's talk about the admin and log in as admin and check what admin can perform here. So I'm gonna use this username as a user name admin, and the password is, I think it's admin123. So I enter admin and going to use password as a admin123. So this is your login page here, and when I click on the login, it will redirect to me to the welcome page. And so admin can add a new user in the application, will perform that activity in a while, and admin can check the list of users. Also we have facility to edit, search and delete. If you want to search the user, search by ID, it will redirect you here. Okay, so let's reload it again, and so I'm going to remove this filter. And so here you can edit the records, and also we have option to delete the records. For example, I'm going to delete this demo user. I delete it. Now admin can check the payment history about the billing and all. So here also have a search option to search by ID. So let's say I'm going to search by ID. Yes, click on this icon, search the record. Now let's move to the real functionality, and how can we add a user and how can we add a bill for that user. Just try to understand the e-billing system. Like for example, if you are going to as an admin perform role as an admin for the e-billing system, so you are going to add a new user, add a new customer for the billing company, and then you are going to generate a bill for that particular user, and then user will going to log in with his credential and going to pay that bill, so admin can check and verify the bill is paid. So let's perform this flow here. So I'm gonna, at the very first, I'm gonna add a user. So let's say demo user, and email ID is demo@gmail.com. I'm gonna use, and the phone number 10-digit number, and address. I'm gonna enter my dummy address, and the password is demo@123, or we can say 123 anything. So it's not using any. So it says enter character only. So I'm gonna say demo user. So I'm to say demo@gmail.com number. When I click to add user, the user is added, and user will get one user ID. That's 10003. So I just need to remember this. When I click on the view user as an admin, I can check the newly used as an added user is there, and if I want to delete it, I can delete it. Okay, so next thing, now let's calculate the bill for that user. So when I click on the calculate bill, and I just going to search that user, and let's say, for example, with this is the zone name or address there, consumed unit. For example, this user consumed 100 unit, and any dues for say 200 rupees is like remaining for the previous and month, and yet there is a like year and the month. So when I click on the calculate bill, the bill is calculated. Now if I'm going to check the bill report, you can say for the demo user, we have a bill as a total is calculated, and for 164 unit, the bill is 1648. So how can we, here also we have two options to search: by user ID or by zone name. So how this calculation is going on in the behind? So here we have an update cost. It means when you click on the update cost, it will open a pop-up. So if the unit is greater than 300, it means the charges will be 10 rupees per unit. If it's less than, it's between 200 and 300, then charges for the per unit will be 8 rupees, and similarly 7 and 2. So according to this data, it will calculate the bill and generate the bill accordingly. So let's say that for that new user that we just added into the bill report, its ID is okay, sorry, I was taking another example. Okay, this is the user that we just added. So 10003 is a user ID. If you see the payment history right now, the data is not displaying here. Why? Because user didn't pay it yet. So let's log out and log in with this user. So let's refresh the table and check the new entries in the database. So this is the new user in the database now. Let's log in with this user and pay that bill. So when I click on the demo, then I copy the data demo, and I'm going to use the password as admin at the admin123 default password for this. So I enter here password, and I log in into the application. Now when I click on the view profile, I can check my on data, and when I click on the view bill, now the bill is there. So let's say I'm gonna pay this bill as a user, and I need to enter the card detail. This is a dummy, and the expiry date, so I say 0 26, and CCV, let's say 1 to 3, and the bill amount is already there, it's calculated. And now when I click on the pay bill, the bill paid successfully. Now if I check the payment history, there is a 1 record. Now let's say if user going to pay it again, the button is disabled, and now it's showing in the yellow. If user click on this, it doesn't work because user is already paid. Now let's log in as an admin and check the data is updated or not. So I just logged in by admin again, and in the payment history, new ID is there 10003, and the paid amount is 400. So all of this, all about, I think about the e-billing system. So let's talk about the point and how you can take the source code for this project. So just below the video, you will check the description box. In the description box, you will get one link. Just click on the description links, and when you click on that link, you will redirect to the codebun.com. You can check all the features, technology, and tools we are using in this project, and if you need the source code, you can contact on the below details. So the WhatsApp, you can mail us, you can ping us over the WhatsApp, you can ping over the Skype. Once you will ping, we'll share the detail with you. And also we have a remote support, so in case you want to run this project at your machine and you face any issue, so we'll provide the video tutorials, as well as we have a remote support, so we'll use Zoom or any like we